Hello, my dears. It's been a little while since I've made a video. And I don't know what this message is going to be. I have some inspirations about some things that I want to communicate pretty soon through this format. But I just want to stay consistent with connecting with you all. So I wanted to hop on tonight and just see what comes. Just see what is guided to be moved through me tonight. Whenever you find this message is when it was meant for you. So don't be discouraged if it came out a while ago, and if you're feeling like you want some guidance, I assure you that whenever you find this video is when it's meant for you. Oh, there is a lot of messages coming through today, meaning recently, about keeping things really simple, going back to basics. And it's kind of a ongoing, continuous process of keeping things simple and getting back to basics. Kind of training our brains like a wild dog, because I don't know about you, but my brain always tends to go back to overcomplicating things, which is fine. That's why it's a practice. It's a practice daily, sometimes a few times within a minute, reining my brain back in, being like, all right, where are my feet at? What's my breath doing? So I think if you found this message, there might be a call for you to come back to simplicity. And the message keeps coming through for me recently as well, that nothing outside of me is going to give me what I want. And what I want really is happiness and fulfillment and peace. And certainly no material possession or level of success is really going to bring me happiness and fulfillment. Sure, because we have a practice of gratitude, we can always find gratitude when these things come, and it's amazing, it's beautiful. But I think sometimes we tend to get lost in the pursuit of things outside us that we trick ourselves into thinking are going to give us peace and fulfillment. Maybe it's the very practice of gratitude that brings those kind of amazing things on the outside. But yeah, there is always something to be grateful for right here in this very moment. And I'm gonna mess with my hair a little bit. My hair's a little crazy. I'm due to wash it tomorrow, so don't worry, guys. I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. It's dry shampooed and it's doing its best right now, honey, okay? Chances are, you're watching this video on a computer or a phone or even a TV. So I'm sure you've got a ton of things to be grateful for, materially and otherwise. We get tricked into the constant pursuit of the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Like the joy and the fulfillment and the contentment and the happiness and the love is out there somewhere. It might be one of the greatest bamboozlements of all time. Because there's nothing you can buy or pay for. And sure, money makes things easier. And of course, a beautiful house on the beach would be nice. But that's not gonna fulfill you. I mean, take it from me. I've spent most of my adult life, I'm 33 now, I've spent most of my adult life in a state of housing insecurity. I've been homeless 2 separate times in my mid-20s. I've dealt with countless very painful, very messy, very ugly living situations, countless. And it was a story for another time, but after a very difficult year, I finally was able to move into this back into this beautiful building that I used to live in. And been here almost 2 months, and like the first 2 weeks I was, floating on air. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm back here. And I still am. And I still can't believe that I'm back here in a lot of ways. It still really hasn't even hit me. But what I'm trying to say is that once that novelty wears off, I'm right back here with me again. And the very reason that I've struggled so deeply with home is because of a fundamental wound inside me that continually manifested. And I'm not saying that to lash myself on the back or say that it's my fault or whatever, but we get into the mirror principle. What we got going on the inside is always what's going to manifest on the outside. And I guess right now what I got going on the inside is strange looking hair. I love myself and I love my hair. Okay? But life seems to present endless opportunities to practice the simplest things, to get right back to where we are. Where's your feet at? That's where you are right now, and nothing else even exists. We ruminate over the past, we fear about the future, we create scenarios in our head. And if we're not careful, we can manifest the exact things that we're afraid of. It's such a cleansing and purifying, beautiful place to be. To just come back to basics, whatever that means for you. So, I think I'll pull some cards. Yeah. So, to be mindful, that's cool. My computer says July 21, 7/21. 7/21, 7/21. We got to remind ourselves that life is not supposed to just be a collection of peak experiences. And as a recovering addict and alcoholic, I know chasing peak experiences. I know dopamine addiction. I know wanting things to always be, oh my God, like the best thing ever. But it's like, the best thing ever is right here. The juice is right here in the present moment. And I'm hearing like to perhaps that takes some nervous system regulation so that the present moment feels safe to even be in. Sometimes we chase the next thing and the next thing and try to get our mind out of this present moment because being here right now doesn't feel safe. That's another basic that I've been getting back to, is like, how do I regulate my nervous system? How do I practice regulating my nervous system so that I don't feel the need to constantly chase brain chemicals? It's all a practice, man. King of Wands. Yeah, there's a message of like, all the spiritual wisdom that you seek is already within you. Sure, it's good to learn from people and continue growing your knowledge and growing your practices and learning from others. Of course, we're never going to stop learning. But the essentials of everything that you need is already within you. The best things in life truly are free. They cost nothing. It costs nothing to go outside. I sat in the park earlier and watched these little birds drink out of the fountain, and they would beep, beep, beep. They would drink and they would like lift their little head with their little beaks open. And I was like, man, I am so grateful that I get to look at this. These little burbs drinking water and swallowing it with their little mouths open. The way the light of the sunset reflects on buildings. Volunteering at a homeless shelter. Reading a beautiful mind-expanding book. Sure, books cost money, but libraries still exist, right? Doing an act of kindness for someone. The magical secret society that I'm part of, one of the basic tenets is like get out of yourself and do something for somebody else. Ask somebody how they're doing. Lend somebody your time, your ear, your shoulder, your resources. Helping folks is recession proof. Human beings will always need help. We will always need kindness. We will always need support. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's like there's a call to just put down the constant self-improvement. It's a beautiful thing to always want to be healing and improving and doing more and working your butt off on yourself and your life. Like, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But sometimes it becomes a detriment to our actual living of life. I'm currently training to be a death doula, and I've been thinking a lot more about death lately. And thinking about death really, really gives a beautiful perspective on life. Because, if we get the gift of having a moment or so to reflect as we're dying, I know I don't, and I could venture to guess that you don't want to be laying on your deathbed and look back on your life and just see action, 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 doing. Like, sometimes we need to remind ourselves that, like, we're safe to actually live life. And again, maybe there's a little bit of nervous system regulation being called for there, where it's like, finding ways to make this very moment feel safe to live in. Because it's all right here. So yeah, just keeping things really simple. Oh my god, my hair is on my nerves. I love your hair. I don't know. I feel like saying maybe stay off social media. Because that is just a cesspool of ego and cheap brain chemicals. And it really keeps us away from the present moment. It really keeps us away from things being simple. I don't want to try to preach or tell you what to do, but man, I know that being on social media has never made me feel happy and fulfilled. Quite the opposite. So I feel like I've gotten out everything that is being asked to be communicated at this moment. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here.